All right, everyone. Welcome back to another Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade video. In today's video, we have two announcements that are happening over here on the global side. So we got the SSR set lives to save Shoko Ieri. She is going to be coming out July 4th at 3 p.m. UTC. I don't know what that stands for. I forget which time zone that exactly is. But we're going to talk about her real quick and dive into her kit. She is very, very good unit. And honestly, I would not oppose people from summoning on her. Genuinely, she is a great unit, and she's kind of a must for some floors. So let's move on over to here. We got the Phantom Parade wiki up. Lifesaver Shoko Ieri. She's an SSR yellow standard unit. Now, most of my advice for people when summoning on anything in this game is considering how limited or standard they are, the units. Because if they're a standard unit, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to tell you that you need to skip. For sure. You need to skip. Standard units, they're going to be back. Tower floors are not going anywhere. And that let these standard units come to you. However, Shoko is such a good unit, solely because she has like the rarest role in the game, and that is hold on, let's whoops. All right. She has the rarest role in the game, and that is to be a healer. And there are not many healing units in the game. Fun fact, there's only like 2. There's the rare Shoko, there's this Shoko, and then there's going to be the teen Shoko that comes out like, in like a month or 2 or something like that. So the rarest role in the game is probably this, the healing role. There's like only Shokos are healers. That's just it. There's nothing else about it. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So she's a healing unit, standard unit, high Jujutsu stat, curse technique, very low taijutsu physical technique, which, you know, makes sense, of course. Her skill 1 is a taijutsu attack, but granted, keep in mind, it's probably not doing a whole lot of damage because her taijutsu stat is just so low. But that's not her primary function. That's kind of just like if you're out of cursed energy. This is where she gets really good. So, skill number 2 is reverse curse technique. At skill level 10, recovers the selected ally's HP by 60% of Jujutsu. Decreases the value of 2 of selected allies' eligible debuffs by 30%. Prioritizes the most recent debuffs. Also deals damage on cursed spirits if that's what you're doing, but, you know, whatever. 60% health. That's for 10 cursed energy. That you're just healing up an ally over half their health for 10 cursed energy. That's it. You know, level 8 is probably a bit more reasonable. You're healing about 50%, but still, that's not just a minuscule amount of HP. Like, that is game-changing in some tower floors where they do high HP damage really, really fast. So, what else does she do, though, besides that? She doesn't have just reverse curse techniques. She's got this skill 3, intelligence sharing. Increases the selected enemies' damage received by 15% for 2 turns, and it increases all allies' taijutsu and jujutsu stat by 62% for 3 turns. Effective for yellow type allies. Wow. That is an incredible buff right there. 62%. What in the hell? This is also nice and everything, but yeah, for 20 cursed energy, like, we could pull up like SR Yaga and compare, but she's just better. You know, she's better than a lot of other units that are coming out. And her ultimate right here, I can take them apart as I please, right? Deals 1,000 melee taijutsu damage to selected enemy, which, mind you, she's not going to be doing that much damage per se. But her other effects are increases all allies' damage dealt by 45% for 2 turns, and increases all allies' ultimate skill charge rate by 30% for 2 turns. That's actually, these two right here are very good. Very, very, very good. So this may be like whatever. She is not a damage dealing unit. She is just there to kind of support the team, support the roles that they may play. Instead of taking like an SR Yaga, you could probably take her, and you're going to do a lot better damage. You're going to be healing a lot more. Not even to mention her auto skill, which we'll get into that right now, actually. Her auto skill is holding operation. So, holding operation is if an ally's HP is 40% or below at the start of turn, excluding herself, recovers all allies' HP by 30%, dog. That's just an auto skill. That's a passive. You don't have to activate this. You don't have to trigger it. Just if your allies get below that HP threshold, she's just going to heal them for free. Bring them back up to about 70% HP, like just because she felt like it. So, wow. Decreases the value of one of all allies' eligible debuffs by 30%. Again, that's this little effect right here, except the difference is that it's just for one debuff for all allies, which is nice. It's more spread across the board, and this is happens up to 3 times during the battle. So 3 times during the battle, any of your guys go below 40% HP, she heals everyone by 30%. That's insane. What a great auto skill. What a great unit. Her recommended memories are these. This one, they're all support memories. I believe this one gives cursed energy. This one gives damage reduction. I forget what this one does. Recovers on cursed energy. Recovers on cursed energy, which makes sense because you definitely want to keep her cursed energy relatively high. You want to make sure that she's getting these skill 2 and skill 3s off, so you can further advantage yourself moving forward. So very, very good stuff. There's also, I believe, let's go on here to the Twitter account. Yeah, here it is. So, story event. Shoko Yuri's longest day is coming soon. In the story event, you can experience exclusive plot lines and earn generous rewards, yada, yada, yada. You get an SSR recollection bit, Urahime's stress relief method, which is kind of a goofy-looking recollection bit. I'm not even going to lie. It's kind of a funny one, which I enjoy stuff like that. So, good to see, good to see. Same old type of story event. You get these recollection bits, and then you keep advancing forward. Some good rewards. Definitely got to grab all of those chaos crystals for sure. Those are definitely going to be my target. Yeah, and that's about everything, huh? I'm hoping, these story event announcements never really showcase it, but they'll come with the 10 tickets that you can use to hopefully summon for this character. So we should all be getting about 3,000 cubes possibly from this event, as well as 10 summons, which is going to be very, very nice. Many people are probably going to pull this Shoko for free, which is a huge boost to your account. All right, she's not necessarily a requirement for the tower floors 60 and onward whenever those come out, but just keep in mind that this unit is definitely gonna help with those stages. So would I recommend ultimately you guys summon on her? I would say really kind of take a look at your account, consider the possibilities of what's to come. I made a video not too long ago about how the green Shoko is coming out, and she's also a very good unit, and probably as good, if not better, than this yellow Shoko. So consider that before you summon on her, that you may or may not want to save your cubes for what's to come. But, at the same breath of that, I would not fault anyone for summoning on her. She is a phenomenal unit. And I think you probably should be summoning on her more than any of these fucking Mei-Meis or Inus or whatever that are coming up in between then and now. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.